Without a doubt, the number one thing that people comment on whenever they join our academy and we ask them, you know, what their needs are for their son or daughter, without a doubt, it's always confidence. That's it. Or being more aggressive, which that's tied in too, right? Being more aggressive is tied into confidence, and confidence comes from skill. So sometimes being aggressive isn't really a confidence or emotional thing or a mental adjustment. It's just, you know, I wouldn't be confident on the balance beam, but you might be able to, right? I wouldn't be confident teaching mathematics, but you might. So a lot of it comes from skill. But as far as just sheer confidence, I think the number one thing that they're considering is that, you know, their kids basically don't perform well in competition like they do in practice, possibly. I would say this. As a human, you probably are wired to look for improvements in the kids. A lot of us do that ourselves. We look in the mirror and you start nitpicking yourself. You start nitpicking yourself as soon as you wake up in the morning. All right, then you nitpick your kids when they're in athletics. You nitpick their, because your stance could be better. I mean, holy cow, they can win, they can beat the state champion, and you'd say, now listen, don't get too overconfident. I did see a couple of errors out there. No, don't do that. Say, you just beat the state champ, boom, I'm not even surprised, and walk away. That's how you have to be. Let them simmer in their success for a week and shower them with positive feedback. My brother was a national NCAA champion for Nebraska, and he said when he left Oklahoma State for Nebraska, he said overall the environment at Oklahoma State was better, even though they were ranked number 2 in the nation, I think, that year. Nebraska had a hell of a team. He's like, what he liked about Nebraska was zero negativity. Not that Oklahoma State was negative, but they were always trying, how can you improve? How can you improve? How can you improve? And he said he thinks the reason that helped him to win the NCAA title was, he said, I felt like a freaking monster because all we heard about was how great we are, how hard we're working. Even when I looked around the room and thought, you know what, we could be working harder than we are. You guys are the best. Look how you work. When we're doing sprints, no one runs like us. No one sprints like we do. This is our year, right? And you can see, I've posted on our Facebook page, this lady did a talk, I think it was a TED Talk, about how to motivation. People aren't motivated. Well, they are a little bit. If you threaten them with sprints or push-ups, they'll be motivated to work harder, but they're still going to fight it the whole way, and they're going to avoid that scenario. They're going to leave the program, right? And she's some doctor in this whole field. She said people are motivated basically by feeling good about themselves. And you want them to feel good about themselves based upon your observation, your efforts, and your being positive. So I would encourage you as a parent to nitpick them only on the positive things. Sure, maybe once every 3 or 5 days, once they're feeling great and you see the transformation and they're wrestling great at tournaments, maybe you can keep a piece of paper in your pocket hidden from them with a couple of things that they can work on, right? Or you can just give it to the coach and say, hey, work on this with them, but you don't need to crush their confidence and have a 20-minute conversation about all the whys. Just say, hey, let's work on our foot speed a little bit on our single leg, all right? And let's get a little more crisp with our direction change after our level change, right? Let's get faster hands on the finish. Let's collar tie and keep our elbow lower rather than, in the crease of our opponent's shoulder. Let's work on our collar tie a little bit. There you go. That's awesome. This is fantastic. You got an amazing collar tie. Your hands are so fast now. I love it. Good job. It's going to be another great year for you. And that kid's going to be, I don't care if he's in college or he's 4 years old, first year wrestler, doesn't matter. 10 years of experience, they're going to feel great about their wrestling and the feedback that you provide. So as a parent, I think, I know this, and this is going to sound, I have parents, and maybe even coaches, who unknowingly, they screw up our good work, right? And I've screwed up other people's good work, right? When I was younger, when I was a young, stupid coach, but now I'm 50, been doing it as a full-time career for 20 years, all right? I have parents that screw up my good work and the good work of our coaches. Make sure that you also protect your kids by getting them around people who are supporting you and doing things along the same lines. Good luck.